Good morning. Good morning. Call the roll, please.
Senator Albritton, Senator Barfoot, Senator Beasley, Senator Butler, Senator Coleman, Senator Hovey, Senator Kitchens, Senator Livingston, Senator Price, Senator Sessions, Senator Stewart, Senator Weaver, Senator Williams, Senator Allen.
Here.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you, committee, for being here this morning. We've got three bills, but one of the bills is going to be carried over momentarily. And call the first bill.
SB 271 by Senator Allen.
Okay, this is a franchise fee type bill, and we have a representative in the audience, Chase, Derek. If you would come to the mic and give us a brief update on the piece, please. One of the things, now there's a piece in your folder that gives you some background, and one of those, what is the franchise fee, and of course it gives you a pretty good statement on that. In addition to the fees, the utility pays a separate 3% gross receipt tax and the PJ a 1.5 business license fee as well. So, Chase, welcome this morning.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Good
morning.
I'm Chase Wright, Director of Government Affairs for Spire. What this bill does is it freezes franchise fees for natural gas Spire customers. What we've seen over the years is an incremental increase in those franchise fees from cities, and those fees are passed through to our customers. So what this bill does is it keeps natural gas customers, Spire customers' bills low, while also maintaining the same revenue stream for the municipalities that we operate in. What we want to do with this is freeze everybody where they're at, while giving cities the ability to have a vote, so that way they can, if they decide in the future to increase that franchise fee, then they can take it for a vote, and our customers would have a say-so in that vote, instead of city council or a mayor increasing that rate, and our customers just seeing an increase on their bill.
Right. Good.
Mr. Chairman,
Move
move for favorable. Move for favorable.
Got a motion. Got a second here. Any further discussion?
Oh, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And let me thank Spire first, because I did get a chance to talk to folks a couple of times now about your intent of what you're trying to do. But, Mr. Chair, this is not a public hearing, but you've allowed him to speak. I would ask that we allow the city of Birmingham to speak as well, that will be impacted. And I thought I had an amendment in the packet today, it's not in here, to exclude the city of Birmingham, but we do have one of the lawyers from the legal department from the city of Birmingham, if you'll allow her to speak, and why we need to exclude
I'll give
Birmingham.
her 2 minutes. You're welcome this morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Our concern is the one size does not fit all, because the bill talks about that the rates would be set, they would be locked, and it mentions an effective date of December 31st of 2025. And because of the pricing index, we have more streets, we have more areas that would be covered or affected, and our price index would not be reflective of all of the other smaller municipalities, because as we know right now, we're the only class 1 municipality, and the concern is affecting our ability to maintain the rates as they are. And then when you put on the expense of a referendum or anything that requires a vote from the people, then it takes away that immediacy that the city council or the mayor and or any other legislative bodies for the city of Birmingham would have. And so that's our concern. The loss of local control, the revenue constraints, and the inconsistent treatment across the industries.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you for your comments. All right, we got a
Mr. Chair, I still have my comments. I wanted to just add, and that's Yolanda Lawson from the city of Birmingham had to acknowledge, it's Delta Day at the Capitol, another Delta, great Delta in the room. But in the bill, in the bill, even with the vote of the people, all of us know that who is going to vote for their rates to be increased? Just think about it. So I just want to, the amendment again was only to take out Class 1 municipality. Again, I don't know how come it's not in my packet, in our packet. But I would ask the chairman, because it sounds like it's probably going to pass, if he would work with me so we can get that amendment on to take out that Class 1 municipality that would only impact the city of Birmingham.
Okay. What's the mood of the committee?
I have a question.
Yes, sir, question.
Right now, I guess this is for Spire. Are there different rates in different areas, or everybody's rates across the state are the same as far as cities and counties?
I imagine it's negotiated.
No, they are, franchise fees are set separately by the cities. So you could have some at 0, 1, 2, 3%. It's not uniformed.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, we talked about cities. Does this only apply to municipalities and their police jurisdictions? Is counties too? That's my first question. I got another one, Mr. Chairman.
No, sir. Counties do not have franchise fees, just cities.
And you said they're different depending on
Each
which
city.
municipality it is, and that municipality can set their own, and there's no cap on that
Correct.
under
There's no, currently, there's no cap on what that franchise rate can be.
just for sake of interest, what is Birmingham?
Birmingham's currently at 0%.
So they don't charge a tax in Birmingham now?
Not a franchise fee. We pay everybody the business license tax. That is uniformed across the state, 3% municipalities, 1.5% in police jurisdictions. The franchise fee aspect of it is what varies.
And this piece of legislation would not go into effect until when?
I believe it's December 31 this year.
And if I understand this, that municipality, specifically Birmingham, would have the ability up until December 31st to set a rate? Is that,
No, sir. They currently have a franchise agreement that runs to 2038.
and that franchise agreement just says we pay nothing?
Correct. We currently collect no franchise fee from our customers for City of Birmingham until their agreement would come up in 2038.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
All right. Yep. Anyone else got a question? Senator, did you have a question?
Yes, I know I'm late, Mr. Chairman, but I wanted to ask get a input from the League of Municipalities and their thought of it if they haven't spoke about it, and the impact on municipalities' revenue. That's my concern about the legislation. And because city leaders are closest to the people and they have strong understanding, they have strong understanding on what the needs are for their communities more than we can from the state level. And I'm concerned about the autonomy of municipalities. And so I just wanted to just see if we can have some input on the implications on municipalities' revenues.
Okay. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I'm hearing that we need to carry this bill over and get an amendment.
So moved.
And then maybe have, come back one day next week and do this, okay? So, I'll move to carry the bill over.
I'll second it.
There's a
then.
second?
I'll second
I
it.
got a second? All in favor, say aye.
Mr.
Aye.
Chairman?
Okay, good. All right.
I was just going to ask there was a mention about the municipalities, and I haven't heard anything from them. Is there anybody here to address that, Senator Stewart's question?
I will say, we spoke with the League of Municipalities, and this was the agreement we came to with them, so that way no cities would see a revenue reduction because of this bill.
Okay, and there's still a possibility that those municipalities could raise that if, is it the people vote for it?
That is
or-
correct.
Okay,
The people. So we sat down with the league before we introduced this bill, and this was what we came to agreement on, was to freeze and then allow the vote option.
okay.
All right, Mr. Chair, one last comment, if you don't mind, and then I know we have to move on. I was only going to fight for the city of Birmingham because that's what I was asked to make sure that, we are not adversely impacted in the city of Birmingham. You just heard that there are no set franchise fees past, 2038, so none of your municipalities would be able to do anything. And so I just want us to think about, maybe they talk to the league, but have they talked to the individual cities that potentially would be impacted, will be impacted by this bill? So that's the only thing that I would say to my colleagues. You may want to talk to your own municipalities about how this will impact them, not in no disrespect to the league. Birmingham is big, and they have a government relations arm of the city, so they monitor all of the bills that come across the legislature. That's how they saw this. Our smaller cities don't have that in place. So I would just encourage you all to check with your own municipalities to see how this would impact them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your comments. Okay, so call the next bill. Thank you, Chase.
SB 295 by Senator Allen.
Let's be what? 295? Yes. Okay, yes. I'm gonna carry the bill over. So, let's go. Call the next bill.
Okay.
SB 309 by Senator Allen.
Okay, so this bill here deals with the autonomous vehicles issue, and we do have members of the ALDOT present here, but give you some brief information on this. We've got the two things. One is that it deals with an oversized vehicle and otherwise required to be permitted due to its weight, width, length, and height. So that's one issue. And then the other issue deals with the idea of the ALDOT does not and have to deal with the maintenance issues and making the road fit for autonomous vehicles. So that's the two things. If I may, I'm going to ask ALDOT to step to the mic for a moment and identify yourself for everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Josh Phillips. I'm with the Alabama Department of Transportation. And yeah, this vehicle, last year we passed legislation that paved the way for autonomous vehicles to operate on Alabama roadways. This is a simple amendment to that legislation that was passed last year that just clarifies that oversized, overweight vehicles are not to be operated autonomously, and also that last year's legislation does not require counties or municipalities or the state to upgrade its transportation system to accommodate autonomous vehicles.
Okay, any questions from the committee? All right, got a motion by Senator Sessions, seconded by Senator Williams. Call the roll.
Senator Albritton, Senator Barfoot, Senator Beasley, Senator Butler, Senator Coleman, Senator Hovey, Senator Kitchens, Senator Livingston, Senator Price, Senator Sessions, Senator Stewart, Senator Weaver, Senator Williams, Senator Allen.
All right. Thank you, committee, for being here today. That's all we have. So have a great day.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Just back on that bill, and I don't know if this may fix the issue that Birmingham has. If they can't put a franchise fee until 2038, what if we talked about sunsetting the bill in 2038? It wouldn't be affected till then anyway. I mean, it would go into effect for all the other parts of the state and Birmingham, and it wouldn't negatively affect them because it's sunset in 2038, then whoever's here would be back here to discuss those franchise fees because they can't raise those fees anyway till then.
That definitely sounds like it could be the solution, but let me just chat with them. But that definitely does sound like that could be a solution.
Is that a possibility to move that piece of legislation out today based on that thought process or premise?
Well, I would just over and folks thought it was gonna be carried over and they've left the room.
Yeah, I say let's do
Understand.
that, okay? Thanks for being here, committee. Thank you. We're adjourned.
38, and then at